far we have learned that there are three stages where when a solid is trying to move into a pure liquid state. And first is the stage wherein a transition occurs from the solid to the liquid crystal, and then followed by the melting of that substance at melting point, wherein an isotropic liquid is obtained. We also studied that the liquid crystal actually lies intermediate between the solid as well as the liquid state of matter, and hence they have certain features of liquids, that is they have fluidity like liquids, and obviously they take the shape of the container also in which they are kept. But like solids, they exhibit anisotropic properties. Okay, moving to the examples of liquid crystals which can be found actually both in the natural world and in technological applications as well. Most of the contemporary electronic displays, they use liquid crystals. The lyotropic type of liquid crystal phases are abundant in living systems but can also be found in the mineral world as well. For example, many proteins and cell membranes, they are an examples of lyotropic liquid crystals. The other well-known examples are solutions of soap and various other alike detergents, as well as tobacco mosaic virus, which is represented, we commonly know it by the name of TMV, some clays, and besides this the molecule that is MBBA, which is represented over here in the figure. And it contains, it's very easy to remember the structure of this molecule. You draw two benzene rings. One end of the benzene rings carries the methoxy group, right? Okay, so it is 4-methoxy, so OCH3 group is there, right? Benzylidene, so since benzylidene is there, so 2 benzene rings, and CH double bond nitrogen is there, okay? And butyl aniline, so it is since butyl, okay, so we attach 4 carbon atoms. Aniline, of course, nitrogen is there. So butyl aniline, so it is benzene ring with butyl chain and nitrogen of aniline, which is bonded to another group on this side. So that makes 4-MBBA, 4-methoxy butylidene /butyl aniline, okay. And another example is para-azoxyanisole or PAN. So this is also simple. Since azoxy is group, that means azo group is present in between the two benzene rings, okay, and OCH3 on the terminal ends. And the third example which is represented over here is the again the example of a derivative of cholesterol, that is cholesterol benzoate, the parent molecule on which the discovery was made initially, okay. Next we move on to the various technical terms which are used when we study about the liquid crystals. First of all is the mesogen. So what is a mesogen? It is actually a compound which under suitable conditions, of course related to temperature, pressure and concentration, these are the 3 major conditions, okay, under suitable conditions provided to it, it can exist as a mesophase. Mesophase means a liquid crystal phase, okay. So in other words, a compound which can exist in the liquid crystal phase under suitable conditions, it is called as a mesogen. Similarly, we have calamitic mesogen. So a mesogen compound, that is a liquid crystal compound under suitable conditions, which is actually rod or lath-like molecule in shape, okay. And isotropic, we had mentioned this term earlier also. It means the properties, they are different depending on what direction they are measured. So with the direction the property changes. So the properties are different in different directions, okay, relative to the director. We will see what is a director in our next slide. Orientational order. Now this will go with the name, orientational order. So the order with respect to the orientation of the molecule. You just keep in mind like this, okay. That is called as orientational order. So technically we say that it is the extent to which the molecules align along a specific direction. So the direction in which the molecules, they orient themselves, that is called as the orientation of the molecule, and when it is followed on a long range basis, means throughout the substance or throughout the entire matrix of the substance, when it is followed, we say that a definite order is being followed by the molecules, and that is the orientational order. Okay, the molecules are actually still moving there inside, but can have a preferred direction. Okay, that means they are aligned in a specific direction like this. For example, there are molecules. There are molecules, okay, and these molecules, they are moving, but they are aligned in a particular direction. So this means that they are having an order amongst themselves with respect to the orientations, that is, they are carrying or possessing orientational order. Next is the positional order. Positional order, again with respect to the name, it refers to the position. Okay, so it refers to the extent to which molecules, or let's say a group of molecules on an average, they show translational symmetry. Okay, in other words, it is characterized by the variation of density of the center of mass of the liquid crystal molecules along a given vector. So with respect to the position of the molecules, if it is not changing, or if it is the molecules are following their respective pattern of position, the order of position, then we say they possess positional order. Next term is the director. Okay, director is actually the average direction along which most of the molecules, they are aligned. Okay, so in other words, it is one of the preferred orientation of the molecules. Like for example, in this particular figure, most of the molecules, they are aligned in this direction. So obviously, this will be the director of the that particular state. Okay, if we take one molecule, it's like this, it represented in the 3D and nothing else, nothing special about this figure. Okay, so the individual molecules may be more or less aligned with this vector. So on an average, most of the molecules, they are aligned along this direction, that is called as the director. Okay, the orientational order is defined based on a polynomial which stands with capital S, wherein the theta is here 3 cos square theta. The theta is actually the angle between the liquid crystal molecular axis and the local director, means the angle between the director and to which the molecule is aligned. Okay, for example, you can say that they are in a crystalline solid, molecules are ordered in positional as well as orientational order. Okay, that is, they are constrained to occupy specific sites in a lattice and to point their molecular axis in a specific direction. On the other hand, the molecules in a liquid diffuse randomly throughout the sample without any orientational order. Thus, a crystal has orientational and a three-dimensional positional order, whereas a liquid has none of them. In contrast, the liquid crystal phases have long-range orientational order, but their long-range positional order is generally at the most two-dimensional. Although there are some very anisotropic three-dimensional ordered structures which are included in the family. Okay. Now these brackets, they signify a specific meaning that stands for the average value. Okay. So even when the liquid crystal is oriented vertically, all the molecules are not oriented vertically, or let's say completely parallel to, let's say, this axis, if this is the Z axis. Okay, so all the molecules over here in the figure also, you can see that this molecule, for example, if we pick up, this is not exactly along the director, so it is aligned to a particular angle. Okay, so rather there is a distortion of tilt angles, we say, and if we define the tilt angle, it is defined by theta over here in this expression. Okay, although order parameters can take the values, that is, the value of S can lie between minus 0.5 to less than equal to 1. But however, for a typical liquid crystal molecule or a sample, we see that S is in the order of 0.3 to 0.8 and generally decreases as the temperature is increased. Okay, so the next technical term is enantiotropic mesophase. It is actually a mesophase, again a liquid crystal phase, which is thermodynamically stable over a definite temperature or the pressure range, and the range of stability is limited by the melting point and the clearing point of the liquid crystal compound. Okay. Next are the physical properties. Very interesting over here. The physical properties, we see that the free rotation along the long molecular axis of the molecules, it gives an axis of symmetry which is parallel to the director. What do we mean by this? Actually, if this is a molecule, okay, and the molecule is oriented along this particular direction, which is actually the director also. Okay, so the free rotation along the long molecular axis give the axis of symmetry parallel to the director. So if this is the director and this is my molecule M, okay, so its rotation gives an axis of symmetry parallel to the director, so that the values of physical properties which are measured perpendicular to the director in this direction, okay, are identical. However, they do differ from those which are measured parallel to the director. Means the properties measured perpendicular to the director, they are differ from those which are measured parallel to the director, that is along the axis. Thus, therefore, therefore we say that they possess anisotropic properties. This is the description of anisotropic properties, and these anisotropic properties of the liquid crystal is actually imparted due to their rod-like shape. So the rod-like shape of the liquid crystal is responsible for the anisotropic properties of the liquid crystals. Okay. The anisotropic nature of the physical properties of liquid crystals due to the shape anisotropy combined with the ability of magnetic and electric fields to influence the bulk orientation of these molecules. So it is under the influence of the magnetic and electric fields that the orientation of the molecule changes, renders them of much importance, which is important actually for their electro-optic display devices, optical devices that we use nowadays. Okay, and also they have the property to reorient themselves very quickly, very fast, in fact immediately, whenever they are subjected to the influence of the moderate electric field. And this is quick reorientation is actually due to their fluidity which is present in the molecule. Last of all, the physical properties of these substances, they depend on temperature as well as the pressure. Okay, and also as well as the type of liquid crystal state, that is what liquid crystal state does it exist as, limmatic, smectic or columnar, which we will be studying in our upcoming videos. Okay, and yes, of course, the ordering in the liquid crystals. Next is the classification of liquid crystals. Liquid crystals can be broadly classified into two categories. One of them is called as the thermotropic liquid crystal. Now remember, thermo as the word, the moment we hear the word thermo, the one thing comes to our mind is temperature. Okay, so with this we will learn what is thermotropic liquid crystal. Thermo means related to temperature. Okay, so these are the simple organic molecules which are showing their liquid crystal behavior whenever the change in temperature is subjected to them. In other words, these have small organic molecules which are usually rod-like, of course, or disc-like also, and which show mesomorphic behavior, that is the liquid crystal behavior as a function of temperature. So whenever a change in temperature accompanies the formation of the liquid crystal molecules or liquid crystal nature or the substance, they are called as thermotropic liquid crystal. The other category or the classification type is the lyotropic liquid crystal, and lyo is related to the concentration. Okay, so whenever the liquid crystal is getting formed, or the liquid crystal state is getting formed due to the change in temperature, okay, of one or more of the molecular species, okay, and the secondary feature is temperature attached to it, but the primary feature is the change in concentration.